Well, hello, welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. But today we are looking at the Septaratist MTT, the Battle for Felica version, aka the Clone Wars version. The set number is 75435, and it has 976 pieces. But the Jurassic World one I've got has a little bit more pieces. I'll explain it in the review for it. Right, what we have here is we get 7 battle droids, including the pilot, 3 commander droids, Commander Ply and Aero Secura. Oh, my finger's in the way. Yes, I paid £109 for mine, although I could have waited. I could have got it off on Amazon for £104. Never mind. Well, right. I know it's a big box. On the back of the box, you'll get your preferred product shots. You've got opening panels. The top comes off. You can open it up. You can take the rack out. And that's it for the box. Or further ado, we'll have a look at the model itself. Right. We are looking at one of the commander droids. One of the 3 commander droids from the set. You get 3 of them in the set. I'm going to say I'm not going to mention the battle droids. Because I've already had a look at them in the review. In another review, I had a look at the B1 battle droids. So I will just put a card in if you want to see the Clone Droid Battle Pack to do a full-blown review on the Commander Droids. Oh, not the Commander Droids, the B1s. Right. This one is gunmetal. Sort of not accurate to the game, but I do have one in the original colour, which I've got ready for comparison with. I shall quickly compare it with that one. Right, here's the new one on the left, and here's the other one on the. Oh my giddy! Oh, here's the other one on the right. Here's the one on the right. Here's the other one on the right. This is the Commander. You see the difference? Oh, hang on. Let me just put my flashlight on. Yep. Now you can see the difference in the Commander droid colour. There are the Commander droids. Same bodies, just different colour. One on the left is from the MTT, and the one I bought separately for the Commander droids. Unfortunately, my real legs broke on the old one. There we are. There's the Commander droids. Now, next thing we'll look is the next minifig. Right. Here's the first clone trooper. There's Commander Ply. I forgot what region he is, but there's a clone trooper. He's got the new shoulder pauldron. He has the shoulder pauldron. The new shoulder pauldron, which is quite good. I like it, but the clone troopers are still bad. He's got the long rifle like the others, and he's got the visor. Still in the wrong place. Well, if you want my full review of the clones, I'll just stick them in with the battle droids. I'll stick them in the review when I do the Clone Droid Battle Pack. Clone Droid Battle Pack review. He's got printed detail, probably not accurate, as everyone's been seen online. Anyway, I've got 3 clones to compare with before we move on to Aero Secura. Right. For the first comparison, we'll have a look at ARC Trooper 5. Yes, ARC Trooper 5. I will put a card in for the Tantive hallway. Of course, this is my third take on this. Because I got 5 and Rex mixed up. So, because they both use the same gun. So there's Commander Ply and ARC Trooper 5. If you haven't noticed about Rex and 5, it's the visors. It's the rangefinders, which I got from Jango Fett from the Slave One. Right, further ado, I'll compare it with the next one. Right, the next one, everyone's favourite 501st Captain. Rex. Although to admit, Rex is one of my favourite clone commanders. I don't know nothing about the show, but I heard Rex is a very popular character. Although Cody was mine, my second favourite is Cody. Yeah, my second favourite is actually Cody, and then it's Wolf. But Rex is number 1. Yes, it is the rangefinders on 2 of these clone troopers. Oh god, there we go. That's all I need to do. Or should I just quickly do one? I've got one special one I can go. Right, here is now an ordinary Phase 2 clone trooper. Well, this is what you're expecting from Phase 2 clone troopers. One's got yellow on, one's got the new pauldron, and one doesn't have the visor. Right. I'm not going to go into detail with the clone comparison because I've done it in another video. I'll just put a card in for the Clone and Droid Battle Pack review that I did, and then you'll get the full review on the clones when I first time looked at the clones for the first time. Further ado, we'll do Aira Secura next, the Jedi Master next, and then I'll compare it with Django. Then Django is the donator. What's the word I'm looking for? The base Geno for the clones. There's Django Fett, which I got in the new Slave 1. Well, should say Starship. We can't say Slave 1. Who gives a toss? Right. Here is now Aira Secura. If you want a full review of the Ahsoka, just find my playlist. You'll find a video that I reviewed the AAT, the 2020 version. You'll get the full review of Ahsoka, but I'm not doing it here. I believe she's got double face. Let's take her face off. Yep, she's got double face. Yeah, she's got double face. Lovely. There you go. There's her second face, which I don't rarely do on the channel. If minifigs have 2 faces. On them. Right. Let me just put this back on. Yeah, she's blue and she's got a blue lightsaber, just like her Plo Koon, which I'll compare with in a minute. Now, she's my 3rd Jedi. Because I've got Ahsoka, Plo Koon. I do have Obi-Wan, but he's missing his hair at the moment. He is bald at the moment. So anyway, further ado, I'll compare Aira Secura with 2 Jedi and one Jedi, 1 Sith I have. Right, for comparison, there's her fellow Jedi, Plo Koon. I haven't done the review yet for the Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter microfighter yet. If you want to see that review, please let me know in this review only in the comments. Only. Then I'll do a review on Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. There's Jedi Master Plo Koon. And then the next minifig I'm going to have to compare with, I'm going to have to whip his lightsaber up, because he's a double-wielded. This is going to be difficult, because this next comparison is actually Darth Maul. Darth Maul from the mech. I know, I can see why it's difficult, because he's got a twin dual-bladed lightsaber. There's Darth Maul. Another set, if you want me to see a review... Another set, if you want to see me do a review on, which is the Darth Maul mech. If you want to see it, please let me know. In the comments on this video only. Like I said with the Aira Secura. Like I said with the Plo Koon's microfighter. Let me know in the comments on this video only. For now, we're going to have a look at the MTT itself. Right, here's the MTT itself. There's the big boy himself. With my dream set to have. As I say, this is the Clone Wars version. And it does open up. Let me show you the sides before I do the best feature. There's one side. I'll open up both sides. That's what you're expecting to see inside of the droid. The Technic framework, not very good. It's the same on the other side, but with blasters. And I have just noticed that my side has just come undone. Let me just put that back on. And there's the other. Well, if anybody doesn't believe me, I'll open the other side too. There's the other side. Lovely. Yeah, my only complaint is the guns are too small. And yes, the back does open. I have done a small modification because now the sharp's in the back. Because I put a sharp in the back. You got the bits for it. There, you got the bits for it. I'm gonna have a quick look at the sharp after I dealt with the MTT. I've done some modifications so it could just be held, just so it could just be attached into the back. So this took a lot of modifications. So you see that shaft? It goes straight back in. It's my little modification I did to it. And then you've got a cab up the top, which is a pain in the arse to open. You see inside, you can just see inside, you see a head battle droid. Just for it to place one battle droid in. And no, and I'm not planning on getting it out because it's a pain in the backside to get up. Now, if you want to unload the droids from the rack, they are an extra pain in the arse, pain in the backside to unlock. Just move the camera back a bit because you're going to need the available space. You see that little knob? I'm going to put my hand. You see that little knob at the back? You just have to push the knob. All you got to do is push the knob. All you got to do is just push the knob backward. There they come, the droid. There we go. There's the droids. Slipping out the MTT. You put it back anti-clockwise to bring the rack back. I've seen modifications that you can add an extra tray and a rack in there. There we are. And you want to have a quick look at the shaft before we move on to the next minifig. Unfortunately, I don't have a Clone and Droid Battle one built. So let me just get the sharp out of the MTT, and then I shall present it. And I shall quickly present the sharp. There's the sharp. Well, there's the sharp. That's the sharp. Of course, I had to put these back. I had to put these backwards, so when they are stored, these have to be down when I store them. Yeah, it's nothing major. It's just a small sharp build. Just a small speed of sharp. That's nothing major. Just nothing major. Now then, how I store it is quite easy. How I store it. Now, this is how I would store the sharp, the staff. I shove this little piece into the corner. As you see the little hovering effect in there. And then if I turn the MTT round, and then I've got to put these down. And then you see that little droid brain? I just shove it in there. And gone. And shut. Back in the MTT where it belongs. Now, I'll get my overall set in a minute. Once I get I'll do an overall of the set. Right, in the original version of the review, this is going in the final version. I've got one special comparison I want to compare it with. If I can pick him up, I will compare it to the big boy, my second biggest set. My first big one I got was the AT-AT Walker. The AT-AT Walker. Just get a good position of him. There he is. There it is. There's the comparison of the UT-AT Walker, UT-ET Walkers, and the MTT. Yes, that's my special comparison I will put in. Which one do you prefer? Funny enough, I like them both. Yes. Right, here we are. The final conclusion. My final views, I would probably rate it 8.5. The size is all right, but it could use more droids. Of course. And some more figures. probably either scrap the commando droids and put some more clones in. That's my only prediction, but the new commando droids are really much appreciated. Appreciate to see the pilot droid. Yes, if you really want one of these sets, I think my best place recommendation is Amazon or Smith's, if you want to get it at a cheaper price. If it's still a cheaper price, of course. My biggest regret, I should have waited and could have got it on Amazon. Right then. I've got to do some editing, put the set away, and I've got to do a Jurassic World one. Got to put a Jurassic World one together. Which I finally completed the set for. Anyway, I'll see you cutie pies later. Have a good Christmas and a good New Year. And ta-ta.